We both know what this is really about. You know who it's about too. Don't stand in the shade of a shadow of doubt. Let the love shine through, straight and true. Hits you out of the blue. Cuts you straight in two. What do you do? Look back on the good days you once knew. You can turn it around still. Things been going well for nothing for too long a time. Take the money down to the darkest part of the street. Someone will sell you a good time, any time of the day or night. Get back up to a 2-bit tenement block, into a darkened room, got no glass. Ceiling fan broken, yeah. Baby in the next room, crying, covered in headlights, dirty. Daddy went away a long, long time ago. Mama got to do something, make ends meet. Her underwear slides down to her feet. Could you sleep last night? Well, welcome to the club. Membership's free to people like you and me. Butterfly ball, maggots, caterpillars coming. Well, I went to the Bazaar Festival, came in second. The man who won shot the audience, shot the judges. We don't bear him any grudges. Solid rock, but even Hercules never budges. Hot mix tonight. People out there on the street singing, well, what a friend we have in Jesus. You know what they say about a friend in need? What's that prayer trying to cover up, really? Just a life of loneliness. Unresolved dreams down here on earth, believed in the afterlife. That's what the TV ads are aimed at. Yeah, but the churches are empty on Sundays. But the back streets of the cities, they're always teeming with people anytime. There's always people standing next to the fruit machines, the cash machines, the slot machines, the video machines. Just trying to take their mind off of the things they gotta do to get them through from the day they're born to the day they lay down, die, breathe their last breath and say, well, don't I have any time left? Just a second chance. No, don't take me. Take my wife, take my children, take my parents. Yeah, too late. Over the hill, burn out, blown away. You're old, you're decrepit, you're wrinkled, you're grey, you're useless, you're worthless. Your body doesn't even work anymore. It's been that way since you were 14. It's only now that you accept it, though. Well, I don't play the percentage game. And if you had any sense, well, you'd do the same. Is it just me or is it getting cold in here? Well, some extra cash will always come in handy. Buy me another memory of a better day. Well, they're building new castles on the horizon. Building them with old slaves, though. Old rules. You know the magicians will always go for the throat. Politicians, they'll always go for the vote. Meanwhile, down in Phoenix, Arizona, a young girl claims that she saw Jesus in a cup of milk. They take her away, they lock her up, but not before they put her on the TV news, make her a star for a day. She cries, "Look at me, Ma, I'm on top of the world." Next day at school, her 6-year-old son gets beaten up by all the class bullies. "Your mama's a freak," they say. Well, there's always some guy on the news talking about saving the world, gotta conserve energy, gotta conserve our strength, gotta make this place a better place for our children to inherit. You try telling that to some guy who works 14 hours a day in a steel mill down in Mexico City. He takes home $32, he's got 6 children, they live in a 1-bedroom tenement apartment block. Roaches, rats crawling across the floor, the landlord wants them out. His oldest daughter Maria, she works all night long. Cafe bar. Rich white guys, they come down there, they just like slumming it. They pull up in their posh sports cars and they sit there and they say, "Hey, Chiquitita, you want to be in a movie? Hey, Chiquitita, you want to earn $20? Come into the back room with me." When they're not looking, she spits in their coffee and smiles as she serves it to them. Who you saving the world for? You saving it for Maria? You saving it for the white scum like that? Well, down in the cellar there's a lonely guy, only child. He's carving something nasty out of what looks like human flesh. His school reports always used to say, "Oh, this kid can do so much better." Well, he's doing better now. He's doing better disemboweling the body of some naked slut he found on the street. She was just carol singing at the time, of course, but he knows what she's really like underneath. Because he plays his records backwards and he hears a hidden message and the Lord tells him they're all sluts, wanton whores. They must be punished. He's punishing them one by one. One day the law will come. Too late for victims by then. "I won't be home till late tonight, dear," says the husband through the telephone lines and through gritted, lying teeth. His wife puts the children to bed and makes another excuse. "Mommy! Mommy! Where's Daddy?" They haven't seen Daddy for 10 days now. "Daddy's working late," she says. "So he comes to furnish us in this nice house down here in suburbia with the cleaning lady that comes in for 2 hours a week. He buys us a present every Christmas. He must love us." You know where he's to? He's got his 16-year-old harlot, an apartment he's put her up in, $400 a week. She's dressed up like a schoolgirl at the moment, and he says, "Daddy must spank you." She's only 2 years older than his daughter. What a nice man Daddy is, huh? Well, they're gassing the subway in Tokyo. Shooting innocent bystanders on the streets of Iraq. Talking about putting AIDS sufferers in concentration camps. While socialist politicians are living in £500,000 mansions in Kensington Mews. Backhander? Back greaser. Nothing dirtier in this work than politics. I mean, you ever notice anytime there's any kind of benefit concert going on somewhere, who do they call? I don't see any politician getting up there and giving a speech for 20 minutes and getting a standing ovation. Well, maybe that's just this generation, though. We shall fight them on the beaches. 50 years later, we're still paying for the victory. You know when you're a child, you used to listen to the noises coming out of your parents' bedroom. You know you did. You know you used to get turned on by it. Couldn't wait till you were 16 years old so you could try it, huh? Been trying it ever since. Got it right yet? Well, they're trying to plug the gaps in immortality, but they just can't seem to get it right yet. Live in the land of the rising sun, you were the one. Heroes never turn up, but the villains always come. Well, everyone's a villain in someone's eyes. You want to grow up, you want to be a rock and roll rebel, you become an accountant. You'll work in a cardboard store. You rebel, you. What rebellious thing you ever did was go bold, get fat, get old. Why don't you just die? What do you call entertainment? The ecstasy of violence, that's what you like. Your favorite midnight snack is some midnight smack. You see the headlines, they say, crack down on driving. You say, oh, I thought it said drive down on crack. Oh! Shame about that young kiddie that went under the back wheels, huh? Oh, that joy riding. Oh, you're such a big man. You're a nobody. It's 125 degrees in the shade today. No wonder there's some evil being done. Man, no one gets to sleep anymore. 24-hour TV, 25-hour city life. Shame you only earn enough to last you about 3 hours a day after you paid all the bills. Well, you still got your fantasies. You can live your life vicariously through your TV screen. Is that good for you? Is that good for you? Is that good for you? Oh, there's another box of tissues used up. You still dream of revenge, don't you? On the people who used to bully you at school. Oh, there's a darkness in your soul that no one will ever lighten. Not even the Archangel Gabriel himself with his holy horn. Someone should warn the world about you. You used to peek at your sister in the shower, didn't you? What's the difference between a waxwork and a politician? Well, people pay money to go and see a waxwork. You know what? They're going to see a waxwork of a politician. They could even vote for one. Get him in. Couldn't do no worse. Make sure he's white though. 45. Got a good head of hair. Hang around. Voting for black waxworks. Oh no. Let them get the vote, well, where will it end, eh? That's what you white middle-class conservatives like to think about, isn't it? Little waspy boys. With your model wives. Why are they models? Because you piece them together out of plastic, that's why. Noblesse oblige. Oh, please, do me a favor. Well, Matilda drinks at a bar in Bremen all night long, waiting for a sailor that she once knew in 1987 to come back in and rescue her from this life of torpor and pain. She says it's endemic of the system that we live in. Of course, she says it in German. No one really understands her. Well, she's just drunk all the time, and she smells funny, does she not? Mind you, at the end of the night, 5 guys try and take her home. One more drink, they say. One more drink. What do they think? One more drink, they're suddenly going to become attractive? I think not, fellas. Still, your money's good, it'll pay the rent. What the heck? Even fake affection's better than no affection, I suppose. One more farewell tour. They want to say goodbye. That's what the disciples said. No one stopped to ask them why. More mind games happening on the streets of Stockholm, Paris, Germany, Norway. It's a very strange world we live in. Well, Shakespeare didn't get it quite right when he said there was a comedy of errors. It was an error of a comedy. Still, put him up on a pedestal, call him a martyr, a messiah. Meddlesome muckrake, really. Still, you gotta let him get away with it. These days he'd be packaged in the adverts called limited edition. Well, we're all limited edition. Limited edition of 1. And there are no innocent people anymore. Has anyone ever noticed that? Well, the prisons are full of them. They're cutting some guy up in cell 14 at the moment. Warders turn their backs. He's a grass, they say, as they slash his face. They don't like grasses. Why? Because they like to get away with their crimes, with their rapes, their murder, their robbery, their forgery. Everyone's a beast when it comes down to the law of the jungle. More laws than you can deal with. I think the 10 Commandments is enough to get by on, don't you? Thou shalt not go down to Piccadilly Circus at midnight and sing songs of joy. The 11th Commandment. Moses never made it with that one. I guess I left that one behind, boys. He said 10 will do you. Well, ring the bells, the final flood is coming. Turn the lights off, see if you can find comfort in the darkness. Better still, why don't we go out at night, burn the mansion on the edge of town, let the old people fry. Well, I spent a week in Pasadena once. Wouldn't want to go back there again. Still don't know what they want me for. Still don't know why they didn't keep me there. Building society had a picture of Jesus on the wall. Jesus saves, he said. I thought, well, that's got 2 meanings on it. Could have gone to the ticket office. Jesus dances on Broadway, it might have said. Well, I hope he gets more people in the audience than I do. Into the Valley of the Dolls, with the gang of 1, singing I'm all alone, all alone, and I like it that way. Time to play. Break your New Year's resolutions, just like Abraham broke his father's idols. Let's not forget the King of the Jews was an outsider. Well, there's an orgy of ecstasy going on somewhere. Incesticide and homicide somewhere else. Shadows of the guns, steel glints in the darkness. Headline just says, well, certainly so far the most substantial compilation of outrageous murders committed by man. Bingo on page 3. Topless girl on page 4. Shock horror exclusive on page 5. Does anyone care anymore? Nah, I just buy this for the TV listings. You want to do something for a laugh? Why not burn your parents' beds while they're in it? Oh yes, darling. Oh yes, darling. Can you smell something burning, darling? Good night, folks. I think the inheritance will do nicely. An advance on my pocket money. Well, what is marriage anyway? It's just a one-night stand that you take a day at a time. Just a cheap tax break. Oh, of course I loved you once. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I still find you attractive, but if you wouldn't mind wearing this for me. It's white, it's flimsy, it's silk. That's nice. No, of course I bought it for you, dear. Where are the children? Well, we just put them in front of a computer, let them read the internet all day long. They're talking to some guy who runs a clan down in Texas at the moment. They don't want to be called Harry and Sally anymore. Call me number 1, says your son. Call me number 2, says your daughter. The cat? Oh, we had to sacrifice him, Daddy. That's what private school does to you. Oh, praise the working classes. What is television these days? I'll tell you what it is, it's just opium for the masses.